Alright, so I got a lot of requests asking me to check out Chainsaw Man, and because I was getting so damn tired of people spamming the comments about me reading Chainsaw Man, I finally decided to check it out, especially because I had just read Hell's Paradise and I thought that was fire. I thought that giving Chainsaw Man a shot would be good, and oh my god, this show is so garbage. Nah, I'm playing, it's not that bad. It's actually quite a decent show, and I say that as I've only read about 70 chapters, and yes, I did binge like the first 70 chapters and then proceed to drop the manga for like the last 2 weeks, so it's been quite a while. It's not too fresh in my head, but guess what, I don't care. I'm gonna talk about Chainsaw Man in this video and give you my honest thoughts on the series because it is quite a popular manga right now. So Chainsaw Man is, if I could put it into one word, very weird, and I now understand that that was not a single word, but let's say the word is weird. Now that can be weird in a good way or weird in a bad way depending on what part of the story you're talking about, because there are some really dope parts of the story and there are some really weird and kind of boring parts of the story as well. I realized that I just pissed off half of the entire shonen fan base because that's how big this manga is. So Chainsaw Man in terms of story is actually quite interesting. I do like the dynamic of the story. I do enjoy this kind of demon slash monster type thing that pretty much every shonen decides that it's going to have nowadays, and I do think Chainsaw Man does that idea pretty well. And as for characters, I think the characters are also very good. Aki's a pretty good character. Denji is quite the weird protagonist, but I don't necessarily hate him. This man is so horny, it's actually disgusting. I don't even want to look at him on the screen. But yeah, did I mention he's not that bad? He's actually a pretty decent protagonist. Let's move on to the best character in Chainsaw Man, which is Aki. My bad. Alright, so I know all you simps are going to be going crazy about Makima in the comment section below, but to be honest, I'm not that much of a degenerate, and I do not go crazy over a goddamn drawing that is literally made of pencil. It's not real, guys. I don't want to be seeing woofs and barks in the comments because, to be honest, if I see that, I'm probably going to delete the video, but I'm just playing with all that. I do think the woof stuff is really weird. I do think it's really cringe and really just stupid. Like, guys, again, it's a drawing, but Makima as a character is actually a really good character, and I do think she is honestly the best character in the show. And it's not like she's any crazy complex character, but I think for the series that she's in, she does her job very well, and thus she's probably the best character in Chainsaw Man. Now the protagonist Denji, I heard, gets much better in the final arc, but guess what, I have not read the final arc because I don't feel like reading the final arc, and as of right now, I don't think Denji is anything special as a protagonist. If anything, he's relatively mid. Now I will say I'm really excited for the anime adaptation of this because MAPPA tends to go crazy with its new releases like Chainsaw Man, JJK, and I think that's kind of all they've done. But yeah, Chainsaw Man's a pretty dope manga as of what I've read so far, and maybe I will read the rest of the manga, except right now I just don't really feel like reading it. But if I was to give it a score out of 10, I'd give it something like a 7.5 out of 10, and I realized that that's probably going to be the dislike to like ratio on this video because a lot of people love Chainsaw Man and I'm just not that into it as of yet. Well, I think I just screwed my channel.